Oh, hello. I'm going to be honest with you. This is actually a cold call. Would you like to hang up or let me have 30 seconds?
It depends what it's about.
Well, look, okay, so let me have 30 seconds, and if you don't want to talk to me at the end, we can end it there. Sound fair?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
All right, so look, I typically get invited in by managing directors of successful and ambitious companies, but they have the honesty to recognise that perhaps sales is a bottleneck to growth, and so they're probably frustrated that their salespeople maybe are not motivated or reluctant to pick up the phone. Others are worried that perhaps that's not an issue, but when they do, if they listen to them, they sound a bit cringeworthy and they think to themselves, you know what, I probably wouldn't want to meet with that person. Or that may not be the case. It could be the fact that you're a little concerned they don't qualify hard enough, and as a result, you're running around kissing frogs, meeting the wrong sort of person, and it's having a knock-on effect. I mean, I get the feeling you're probably going to tell me that none of that applies in your world.
No, I think you can always improve sales, that's for certain, and it's the heartbeat of a business. So yeah, sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, it's Benjamin, sorry, my fault. So can I just ask a quick question? Of those three things, not picking up the phone, perhaps not engaging decision makers, or perhaps not sounding like they belong, if you could wave a wand and fix one in your business, which would it be?
Yeah, I think it's about activity, actually. So it's about meeting more of the right people.
Talking to more of the right people.
Yeah.
Okay, I've had my 30 seconds. Do you mind if we talk for maybe one more minute?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So when you say the activity, what do you mean exactly? Can you give me an example?
I just mean it's about lead generation and getting to the right people. So yeah, we've got a great offer, but it's about trying to get to those people. So having more warm conversations where we can explore needs, a little bit like you're doing today. So Benjamin, tell me about you. What do you do? What do you offer?
Well, if I told you I help fix these problems, and I've helped companies in your sector eliminate some of these forever, I mean, what would you say? Would you say that's something you'd want to explore further?
Yeah, I'd certainly be interested.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Let's pretend I could help your guys get through to more people at the right level, and you believed I could do that. Is there any reason you wouldn't invite me in for half an hour, 45 minutes?
No, absolutely not.
No? Have you got your diary there then?
I do, yeah.
Great. What date are you looking at?
Not next week.
No good, I'm camping next week, so...
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah, well, it's going to rain, so maybe not so lucky, I'm thinking.
Let me have a look. Maybe on Thursday the 7th.
Oh, I'm with a training all day that day.
Okay.
How's the 8th look for you?
The 8th, actually, I'm in London on the 8th. So, yeah, I could meet. I don't know where you're based. Are you, whereabouts are you? Could you meet in London or?
I could if need, but yeah. If you wanted to meet in London, that's fine. Happy to do that. Where are you based?
So I live in. My business is in.
Oh, that perfect. Yeah, no, that's absolutely. I could meet you in London. What time would you like to meet, and whereabouts?
So why don't we do 10 o'clock?
10 a.m.
And then somewhere in the sort of West End, Piccadilly area.
Oh yeah, sounds great. 10 a.m. on the 8th. Can I get an email from you, and I can confirm this with you as well? So we say 10 a.m. Okay. Now, can we just agree a couple of things? Now, like I said, I don't know if I can help you. So if by the end of this meeting you don't feel comfortable with me, or you don't think I'm someone you want to move forwards with, would you feel okay telling me no?
Yeah, I would, absolutely.
Yeah, and
I don't waste people's time, and I don't waste my time.
No, great. Great. Man after my own heart. And likewise, look, if I don't feel I can help you, I'll be honest as well and say, I can't help you. You wouldn't be upset if I said I couldn't help you despite the fact you're agreeing to meet with me.
No, that's fine.
No.
And if you can send me some stuff beforehand that outlines the sort of stuff you do.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Anything specific you want to see?
Yes.
Hello? I think I might have lost you.
Yeah, sorry.
I know, yeah, the signal's bad. We're both on mobile. Yeah, and one last thing. Look, if we don't say no to each other, do you mind spending a few minutes trying to figure out a clear next step on how we'd move forwards, if we get that far?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Of course. Fine. Well, look, I'll send you an email confirming this. So it's all right, I'll get an invite over to you. And one last question. Can you think of any reason you might want to cancel them and you're not going to hang up and think, oh my goodness, what have I just done? I've just agreed to meet a salesman.
No.
I thought I'd ask some.
Agreed to the meeting.
You've agreed to that. Hey, look, I appreciate your time. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Okay, great stuff.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Best live cold call on the internet, and it's not even close. This was the first permission-based opener I ever heard. When I heard it, my initial reaction was there's no way that actually works the majority of the time to gain permission from a prospect on a cold call. No chance. I was dead wrong. In my experience, and I've used a permission-based opener for the last 3 or 4 years now, in my experience, a permission-based opener works 80% of the time to gain permission to proceed with your pitch. Once he gained permission, he proceeded with a problem drop pitch where he presented and shared 3 problems his prospect might have that he can potentially solve. And I want you to go back and watch that part of the cold call recording because it's very, very important to recognize the language and words he used in his pitch. There was no industry buzzwords, no jargon. It was all simple language he would use when speaking to a buddy of his. And I really like how he closed out his pitch with the question, I get the feeling you are probably going to tell me none of that applies in your world. Really cool question. Start incorporating that at the end of your problem or priority drop script. He then found out a problem the prospect was having. And before asking more questions to understand that problem in a bit more detail to really figure out if he could solve that problem for the prospect, he told the prospect, hey, I've used up my 30 seconds that you gave me at the start of the call. You mind if we speak for another minute here? So Benjamin is continuing to ask for permission throughout the call. That is a professional cold call move, and it builds trust with the prospect on that call. His asks to meet were not specific CTAs, specific call to actions. Hey, Chris, can you meet me next Tuesday at 3 p.m. for 30 minutes? He used interest-based call to actions. For example, does this sound interesting? Interest-based call to actions, whether in a cold email or a cold call, work really, really well in booking a next step with the prospect. Much better than a specific CTA because time is finite, guys. Interest is not. And then my favorite part of the cold call is once he secured the meeting, he didn't just hop off that call. He then used an upfront contract, which is an agreement between a salesperson and a prospect about the potential outcomes of a meeting agreed upon before that conversation, before that meeting starts. Guys, this was a masterclass in how to conduct a cold call. My favorite part, as always, is his tonality and pacing throughout the call. If I were you, I would pay attention to that more than the actual techniques, his opener, and all that good stuff because nothing works without the right tonality, pacing, and delivery. So make sure you're working on that. And check out this video right here, guys. It's a similar reaction video to someone's first cold calls ever. And they were really, really, really good. So check them out. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it.